Okay, so today I'm going to talk about something that is an ongoing challenge in my life, and it might be in yours. Today I'm going to talk about social anxiety. Okay, so social anxiety can make life really hard. Just leaving your house, ordering food, going to a job interview, or maybe even just checking out at the grocery store. Um, You might be self-conscious, you might have suffered psychological abuse, or I don't know, maybe in the past you were teased. Maybe you don't even know why, but for some reason, you experience terror in everyday normal human interactions. And it impairs your ability to live life to the fullest. Um Now, a lot of people aren't going to like what I'm about to say, and I've said it before, but anxiety is all about embracing the suffering and the unpleasant in order to overcome your personal obstacles. And I've said this before as well. You need to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And once you do that, once you figure that out, you can do anything. Anything. Everything. Okay. When it all comes down to it, it really has to be your own personal choice. It has to be on your terms. Because you'll only be able to withstand that unpleasantness unless you really, really, really want to overcome. Okay, survival of the fittest, folks. Okay. So essentially, you are going to have to do what you fear the most in order to get over this. And I know it sucks. I know it sucks. I'm sorry. But it'll be worth it because eventually you'll be able to do all of these things and have no anxiety. By forcing yourself to experience anxiety more and more and more and more, in the future you'll be less likely to experience anxiety at all. So it's like an investment, I guess. Yeah. So you want to start out small and kind of work your way up to what is the most difficult for you. I would suggest making a list, putting what gives you the most anxiety just thinking about it last, and put what gives you the least anxiety first. So like maybe you're absolutely terrified of having a conversation, a one-on-one conversation with a person you've just met. You would put that last. And maybe you're the most comfortable with ordering pizza over the phone. I don't know, whatever your preference is. So after you've made that list, you want to start your little exposure levels. And for every level you complete, you want to reward yourself for that. My advice, personally, I would bring a friend with you. I would start out very small. Just put yourself around people. You don't have to actually talk to them. Maybe just go to a fast food place and order something to drink, or you don't have to order anything, and just sit there and be around people and kind of just watch people. You don't have to talk to them. Just be around people. Maybe if you're feeling brave, you could progress to ordering your own food, or even saying hi to a stranger. And this doesn't have to be all at the same time. This can be over a span of time with whatever you're ready for. Another thing you could do is you could practice small talk with a friend. I have this problem where, like, when I first meet people, I want to talk about the most intense stuff, and have it be all serious and like we've known each other for years, even though we just met like 5 minutes ago. Like, I want to talk about like where humans came from and like what happens when we die, or like, I don't know, like philosophical stuff that most people don't even think about, let alone talk about on the daily. Like, I just want to open with that, and that's not exactly appropriate in society. So you kind of have to learn the art of small talk, right? So you want to talk about, I know it's really boring, but you want to talk about the weather. You want to ask them how their weekend was. You want to talk about like current events. Never talk about religion or politics. Never talk about those, because a lot of people are just like, "Grr." So just avoid those. You can always compliment them if you don't know what to say. If they have like a nice thing of jewelry on, or if they, I don't know. But be careful, because for some reason a lot of people associate compliments with flirting, so just be aware of that. And something I do is when I don't know what to say, I just kind of like look around and like comment on something in the environment. Like, I don't know, maybe you're in a restaurant and you see a picture on the wall and that makes you think of something, then mention the picture and what it reminded you of, and then talk about it. I don't know. So yeah, practice small talk with a friend. Small talk is definitely important. I know a lot of people probably think small talk is gross and unnecessary, but it's actually pretty necessary for human interaction, and I'm sorry. Also, I think it's kind of a cultural thing too, so I don't know, if you don't like small talk, maybe you could move to a different country where they don't really do that. Like, because I know in some countries, like when you ask somebody how they are, they don't just say good. They actually say how they are, which I would enjoy that. Heck, I might move to a different country. We'll see. Okay, anyways, moving on. You could progress to small talk with a clerk or a cashier. This is what I did, because I didn't have anyone really to talk to, and sometimes I still do it even when I'm just lonely. Just talk to a clerk or a cashier. Like, they have to be nice to you. Like, they are paid to be nice to you. And maybe while they check out your groceries, or maybe if it's not busy, they're bored out of their minds. They would like it if someone talked to them. So just make small talk with them. Practice on them. I mean, they're not going to be mean. It's their job to be nice. Another thing you could do is, if you don't have a job, you could look for a new one. Maybe one that involves people, interacting with people on the daily, or interacting with new people on the daily. I work in customer service, which if you would have told me I was going to do that 5 years ago, I would have like laughed so much. But no, it's good for me because it helps me build my social skills and assertiveness and deal with strangers. Another thing you could do is what I'm doing. You could make YouTube videos. It'll help you become more articulate, outspoken, and just be able to voice your thoughts better. In person, I'm really quiet. I don't say very much. I'm just kind of there. I'm listening, but I don't really say a lot. I don't really add that much to a conversation. And that's because I don't want to interrupt other people. And by the time I have a chance to say something, we've moved on past the topic to five different topics. So that's another thing. Don't be afraid to interrupt people sometimes, because sometimes that's the only way you can get a word in. Another thing is, do whatever you need to do in order to feel good about yourself. I don't know if that's wearing your favorite outfit, or doing your makeup, or wearing sunglasses. Wearing sunglasses helps a lot of people with social anxiety. Something I do is I just take off my glasses, because I have glasses that I wear typically. I just take them off, and then I can't really see people. I can't really see their faces. Everything's just kind of blurry, and when you can't really see much, I don't know, it just makes it easier. But don't take off your glasses if you have to drive, okay? We don't want to be a danger to the public. Um, uh, Another thing, practice introducing yourself. Hi, I'm Chelsea. What's your name? And then shake their hand. Or maybe if you don't like shaking hands, then just wave, or I don't know, do something. I've seen it a million times. There are people who are over the age of 18 and they don't know how to introduce themselves. And just by doing that, you appear so charismatic and outgoing and like professional and awesome. Like you just like, I don't know. You need to just practice it in the mirror. Hi, I'm whoever. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Shake their hand. Learn the art of humor. Appropriate humor. If you have a good sense of humor, learn a few jokes. Just remember, it's okay to be quiet and not talk a lot. Some people are just better listeners. I mean, it's like I said earlier, offline, in person, I don't say very much, and that's okay. You can practice reflective listening or active listening if you don't always know how to respond to someone. Like maybe they say something, and basically you say the same thing back to show them you're listening. Like, I don't know, maybe somebody's complaining about their job or somebody at work, and then you just reply with something like a comment or something that shows you were listening. Like, that can be very reassuring to people, and people will come to you and want to talk to you just because they feel that you listen to them and understand them. Let's see here. Above all else, remember that most people aren't focused on you. They're too busy worrying about themselves just like you are. And they might be nervous just like you. They might be even more nervous than you are. So that's always something you should take into account. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got right now for this. I might make another video. I don't know. It's an ongoing thing. I'm always learning and thinking of new things to share, so who knows. I would make your list of exposure challenges. Get a friend to help you. So yeah, just leave me a comment below. Tell me about your progress, or just tell me about your social anxiety in general. And yeah. Goodbye.